From the studios of Farm Journal Broadcast, this is U.S. Farm Report.
Welcome to U.S. Farm Report. This weekend, I'm Tyne Morgan, and we're on the road from Farm Journal's Milk Business Conference. From monstrous cheese demand to inflation's impact on farms across the country, we're diving into dairy this weekend on the show. The Fed's decision to raise rates. Are more hikes yet to come?
We're going to get rates up to somewhere between, let's say, 5 and 5.25 before they pause.
Higher input and labor costs, but the bright spot is dairy demand.
If we look back over the last year, we got some exciting news in October from the USDA, and that was per capita dairy consumption was up 12% over the previous year.
It's a snapshot of the state of the dairy industry in our Farm Journal report. Transitioning the farm at only 50 years old.
We were at a pivotal point, and we came across Transition Point Business Advisors.
How Todd Malika's focus on family created a transition on his farm. And in John's world,
maybe the fracking boom is over.
U.S. Farm Report on the road at the Milk Business Conference is brought to you by Pivot Bio. What if you had the nitrogen you need already on seed? Pivot Bio is the first company to apply nitrogen on seed. The nitrogen you need now on seed. From Pivot Bio and by Rabo Agri-Finance. Discover how an unmatched network of local relationship managers and sector experts can help you confront agriculture's challenges and seize the opportunities that lie ahead. Growing a better world together. Rabo Agri-Finance.
Now for the news, the big story this week, the weather as a massive winter storm made its way across the country this week. Tractor Ninja in Colorado sharing video saying there was 6-foot drifts on their property with winds howling at times, making for some incredible scenes at sunrise though. And Jacqueline Wilson saying she had to go through several barricades to get to her cows. She said the time this video was taken in Alliance, Nebraska, it was 16 degrees and winds up to 40 miles per hour, and the snow just kept coming with blizzard conditions across that area this week.
So it's going to be a very slow recovery, especially in those hard to reach rural areas where there's going to be considerable blowing and drifting. That makes it real tough for livestock producers to reach and check on the welfare of their animals in the wake of this system.
Other areas have seen freezing rain ahead of the storm that shut down I-90 in both directions and portion of South Dakota for a time. But farther south, that same system spawned tornadoes. A possible tornado passed through the area of Decatur, Texas on Tuesday morning. This drone video shows the aftermath. And moving east, a tornado struck the town of Farmerville, Louisiana in the northern part of the state. Police in the town say 25 people were injured, some critically after the storm leveled one neighborhood. Tornado warnings were also issued in Mississippi, where mobile homes were destroyed in Sharkey County. Well, USDA rolling out yet another round of funding for climate-smart agriculture. USDA Secretary Tom Vilsack announcing a second round of funding for the Partnerships for Climate-Smart Commodities program. The Secretary awarding $325 million in taxpayer funding. It involves 71 smaller projects for this round. Vilsack saying this latest round is focused on projects targeting underserved producers and partnerships with minority-serving academic institutions. The Secretary making the announcement at Tuskegee University in Alabama, which received funding for 2 projects focused on pasture improvement and sustainable grazing.
We have a unique opportunity and a responsibility to reach out to those historically underserved producers who have been hit hard, to reach out to those small-size farming operations, to let them know that they too can participate fully and completely in a significant opportunity that USDA is providing.
This round follows an initial round of $2.8 billion in funding across 70 larger projects, which were announced in September. Total funding awarded under both rounds stands at $3.1 billion. Well, one industry facing major challenges right now, Florida's orange producers. U.S. officials say the state's orange production is forecast to be down 36% from earlier estimates. That's partially due to 2 hurricanes battering key growing regions. USDA predicts about 20 million boxes are expected to be produced this season in the state. That's a drop from 28 million in the agency's October estimates. The most recent numbers also show a drop of 56% compared with last season. Other citrus crops are also forecast to be down, and officials say the reductions will drive up prices for orange juice and other products while increasing foreign imports. Well, the latest consumer price index shows that inflation is up 7.1%. That was less than what some analysts had expected, but still inflation is starting to impact consumers' buying habits. According to a survey conducted by Morning Consult, cream cheese sold at Walmart under its Great Value brand was the 8th fastest growing brand this year, competing against such brands as Meta, Crocs, and Adobe. And that shocked many people because store brand cream cheese isn't normally in the fight for the most popular product of the year, which shows that there's still big demand in dairy, but that consumers are trading down from name brand items due to price. That's it for the news. Well, as we mentioned at the top of the news, a major winter storm blasted the country this week, but is a bigger storm actually in store next week? We have a check of weather next.